Garrett Richards, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, remember, he will show that cutter just to keep the hitter off balance and basically to keep the hitter honest. Doesn't want him sitting on certain pitches.
Ender Inciarte heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Left fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Into the seats, 0-1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Chop foul right at home plate. Richards gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte brings with him. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Into the box, Eric Ibar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Into the windup and the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing. Hit hard toward the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, for me, the best defensive shortstop in the game, Andrelton Simmons. You watch him go to the hole and make throws, cover ground. Simmons is so athletic. He makes the difficult plays look routine.
Freddie Freeman gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Hit on the ground to short, taken in by Simmons. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Williams Perez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Cole Calhoun comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
56, Cole Calhoun.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a little tapper. And he's set down, 1 away. Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, guys, I'm excited to see how Yuni Escobar does in this one. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Ready now, Andrelton Simmons. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lined hard toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Yeah, they tried to go inside again. I like the call, but this time he was ready for it. He drives this one for a solid base hit.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. The runner from first crosses the plate.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on the RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit.
Here's Albert now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And now with that runner on third and one away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
And with that, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Nick Markakis is one of the game's best defensive outfielders. He's won a number of Gold Gloves. In fact, Markakis went 398 games without committing an error. That's phenomenal.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Pierzynski is under it, and that ends the inning. A run for the Angels in the inning, and it comes via the RBI triple. Second inning coming up, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. Nick Markakis makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Nick Markakis.
Here's the first pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Into the box now, Kelly Johnson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Designated hitter, Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Escobar is over near the railing as he makes the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. It remains 1-0. Yunel Escobar strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Third baseman, Yunel Escobar.
First pitch on its way. Hit to third. Johnson is there. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting seventh, left fielder,
Daniel Nava will get his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. One out, nobody on. That misses wide. One ball and one strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And this is a strike three call. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Standing in now, Carlos Perez, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to the left side. Ibar fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from Anaheim right after this. A.J. Pierzynski will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Richards is ready. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Just trying to go inside, but you see he kind of holds this one a bit too long, and just like that, leadoff.
Into the box now, Jace Peterson, as he can't make contact and is tied up here at strike 1.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
And he misses with it. 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And you know he doesn't want to follow up that hit by pitch with a walk to the next guy. So if I'm hitting, I'm sitting dead red fastball on 3-1.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And the count will be full. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne.
Michael Bourne.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. And And there's ball one.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
1-1, here it is. 1-1 pitch is a slider. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And there is the first hit of the ball game for the Braves. Around third is Pierzynski on his way to the plate. And down.
On the money.
Yeah, now in hindsight, you could have had runners at second and third with one out, but they roll the dice. They're trying to pick up that run from first, and it winds up not working out for them.
Here's Ender Inciarte. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. In to score is the runner from third. It's 1-1.
But here you go from above. First pitch of the at-bat, why not just send it right back up the middle and pick up the RBI? Well, that's about as simple as this game can be right there.
Here's Eric Ibar now. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
And after 3 straight 2-out hits, that's going to earn a visit from the pitching coach. You know, there's not a whole lot of guesswork as to what he's saying. It's just, look, all we need is one more good pitch from you to get out of this. I know you've got it in you.
Freddie Freeman stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and then one pitch later, he basically turns that double into a triple, as that's going to be ruled a wild pitch.
The 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So now to the home half of inning number 3. Atlanta leads it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Johnny Giavotella, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Ground ball right side. And a rather easy first out.
Yeah, it took him a few batters to get it going in the first, but after that first inning run, he's come back to retire the next 6 in a row.
Cole Calhoun will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Now a curveball that misses high and away to start him out. It's ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Andrelton Simmons
Number 2.
strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. And that's in there for strike one. Ripped down the first base line. And they'll get to fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. And 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Nick Markakis is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Nick Markakis.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Well, unfortunately, it appears he's going to be forced out of the game with what looks like a lower right arm injury. And it could be a number of issues, of course, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. Hector Santiago will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Hector Santiago.
The 0-1 on its way. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Now to the plate, Kelly Johnson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Okay, we know this is a guy that's gonna strike out quite a bit, but rarely is he ever gonna look that bad up there. I mean, that right there is as off balance of a hitter as you're ever gonna see at this level. Completely fooled.
Here's the switch hitting Nick Swisher, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Goes down to get the off-speed pitch here as this is sent in the air out to left. It's got some carry to it, and that ball is gone. A home run. So it's a solo home run by Nick Swisher, and it's given the Braves a 3-1 lead.
You talk about a feast or famine inning. How about this sequence? Strikeout, strikeout, home run. You can never take anything for granted in this game.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pierzynski.
A.J. Pierzynski.
As he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-1 Atlanta. Leading off the inning, Albert Pujols. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And a curious decision there, to say the least, as they intentionally walk the leadoff guy.
Anybody want to help me unpack that one? I don't think that shows up anywhere in the managerial handbook.
Now in the box, C.J. Cron. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
On to Freeman, a double play.
Yeah, that's 4 straight pitches out of the zone that got him into trouble, but it only takes him one more pitch to get out of it. And they erase that leadoff walk here with a very well-turned double play.
Stepping in, Yunel Escobar. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Ranging back is Inciarte, but he won't get there. It falls in. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Fielder number 25.
Daniel Nava will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Well, it looked like this inning was just about in the books, but then you get the 2-out double to put the man in scoring position. Next hitter follows that up with a base.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Jace Peterson heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Michael Bourne is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Ground ball left side. Fielded by Escobar. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, enter Inciarte.
First time and then a base hit last time around. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
2 strikes.
And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Escobar is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 3-2. Johnny Giavotella comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up.
Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Bourne over to his left. 1 down.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
Cole Calhoun will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 5th inning of play here in a 3 slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Andrelton Simmons steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Bourne is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Angels are gone in order. Still a 3-2 ball game. Eric Ibar will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
Eric Ibar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Now batting.
Nick Markakis will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. Another one sent foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Trout, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Boy, down 0-2 in the count, and that's not one of those, I think I'll shorten up and just put this ball in play type of swing. This is full extension right here, and boy, does he put a charge into it. That's the drawback to pitchers that just go right after hitters. This is much too good a pitch on 2 strikes to give a hitter of his caliber. Man, he almost went bridge on it.
Here's Kelly Johnson, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Nick Swisher will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
The batter, catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
A.J. Pierzynski steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Wow, you've got the bases loaded, and you've gone after 2 straight pitches out of the zone. Should be 2-0 right now.
So deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam, and the side is retired. Braves will strand 3, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one.
Trout.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but
2-1.
as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. Ibar has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
You know, he's only got 2 strikeouts in the game so far, but he's really done a nice job of keeping guys off balance, and that's been the big key for him.
Albert Pujols steps into the box. Let's see if they avoid the zone again or try to challenge him here.
And they're probably going to walk him here again, because if you're going to get beat, it's going to have to be by anybody but him.
Out in front of it, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Took something off the curveball there. 76 miles an hour. It's 0-2.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot for Albert Pujols. And the Angels have drawn even now at 3 apiece.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's C.J. Cron now.
For the Angels, designated hitter.
As he swings here and sends a chopper out toward the hole. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Third baseman, number
You
6.
get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far.
Escobar.
Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Yunel Escobar is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. To short. There's Ibar. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 for the Angels on the home run by Pujols. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. Tight one on our hands. All tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Jose Alvarez is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Jose Alvarez.
Jace Peterson ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Grounded to the right, fielded cleanly by Pujols. And he barely gets to the bag in time, and a close play for out number 1.
Next for Atlanta, center field.
Michael Bourne steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's set. Here it comes. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, on his way to second now. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Oh, man, and he hangs in there beautifully against a tough left-handed reliever. Here's another look at it. He just keeps that front shoulder in there and strong. gets the barrel of the bat through the hitting zone, and then he just stings this one for 2 bases. Man, that's pretty.
Here's Ender Inciarte. Drilled on the ground to short. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calhoun has a read on it, and that retires the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Bottom of the 7th now from Anaheim. Get up and stretch, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Digging in, Daniel Nava. He singled his last time up.
Left fielder, Daniel Nava.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bourne has it in his sights, makes the play, 1 away.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Carlos Perez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Swing and a liner. Foul. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. That last one was number 84, so they're getting near the point where they'll need to start keeping tabs on him.
Johnny Giavotella will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Here's a cold strike on the curveball, 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Line to the right side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. We'll see Freddie Freeman start things off when we return. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. And here comes Freddie Freeman. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he overadjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. A tight ball game here at Angel Stadium thus far. All tied in the 8th inning as you get a look at our line score to this point. Nick Markakis will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
On a big swing there from Markakis. He didn't get it to make it strike 2.
That slider is just devastating against left-handed hitters. I mean, he wasn't even close to that one.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Markakis is retired. 2 down now. Kelly Johnson stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Hit well on the ground to first. Pujols has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down. Cole Calhoun digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
First offering on its way. Softly on a line to third. On to first by Johnson, and it's in time. 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Tap foul at home plate. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
Yeah, 1 out base runner for him right here, and that's something they hadn't had for a little while, as that's going to break a streak of 6 in a row that he had retired prior to this base hit.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Mike Trout stands in as he looks at a called strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Set to deliver the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. The throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score. Sliding into the box, Albert Pujols. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. C.J. Cron will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
1-1.
Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Markakis. Oh, no. Looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. 1 run scores. And a very important insurance run comes across to score from second. Now a 5-3 game.
Yeah, I'd like to see this again because, to me, that's a ball he should have. Yeah, I mean, he's right there. He just bands on it. That's going to wind up costing him 2 runs.
Yunel Escobar comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Out of the Braves dugout is their manager, Freddie Gonzalez, on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
But you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Slider is right there, 83 on the gun. It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Markakis waits on it, 2 down.
Now batting,
Daniel Nava steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up with 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 brave error, and 2 men left on base. 9th inning coming up. Angels lead it 5-3.
Your attention, please.
9th inning save situation now is on to try to close it down as the veteran right-hander Houston Street. Cliff Pennington is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Nick Swisher. This change defensively for
Nick Swisher is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Street gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Right side and right into the shift. And a high throw to Pujols, but he's able to hang on for the first out.
And up by 2 here in the 9th, he needed to make sure he could keep that leadoff man off base so they don't get the tying run to the plate. That's a huge first out.
Liner towards second. Throw to first retires Pierzynski for the second out.
the batter, number 8.
Jace Peterson makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Michael Bourne will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to Albert at first, and this ball game is over.
Another good job right there by the All-Star. Houston Street comes in to finish him off here in the 9th.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Probably not a lot of surprise as to who'll take home the hardware. It's Albert Pujols. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. Big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Angels are winners here, 5-3. Good night from Anaheim.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Angels. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For Atlanta, 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.